All right, so this is replacing the screen on the Asus laptop. Okay. So we started taking the case off, and the one thing that we realized is this piece that covers the front has two small plastic clips here and here. And if you're not careful, you can break them, which I think we did. So we'll have to put some glue on there to put that back on. So that's that piece. You take it off and you can get to this. If you try to take this plastic piece, has clips down here that hold the bottom of the screen in. There are no screws on the screen. So to start, just start at one corner and start prying up around carefully. And there's little clips that hold that in place. Okay? So that's that. Keep working around. That takes that piece off. Then there are 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4 that we'll have to remove to get the screen off. All right, so we're going to take these 4 screws off. Now I use a small screwdriver. They're not in very tight, so they're pretty easy to remove. And we're going to, as we remove these, place these someplace. And they're not very large. Okay, take the screen out. There we go. Be careful, flip it over gently. You'll see in the back there's a clip. Be very careful with this. This is what we've got to remove. Pause it. All right, so there's a piece of tape here that you peel back. And once that tape is peeled back, the clip just pops right out of the bottom. It's like right here. And that is the broken screen. Now we're going to take the new screen, and the new screen comes with a filament on it, which we'll leave on until we get it all mounted. So the first thing I'm going to do is flip it over, and I want to connect the new screen using that same piece of tape. Okay, oops. Make sure that's fully connected. Then put that tape on. Flip it over. And it goes right back in the same place. We're going to do a quick power on test to make sure that it's plugged in properly. Stop it. So the plug is in properly. One other thing I realized is that in order to have a proper ground for at least one of the screws has to be in before you turn it on. So I put one screw back in, right here. I'm going to go ahead and do the power on just to make sure that it's working. Okay. You can see the logo. If you use a magnetic screwdriver, you can just put the screw on the end of the screwdriver and then get it in until it's nice and tight. 3. And one more. Okay. Next step is to remove the plastic covering. So there's a corner up here. You can just grab that and slowly peel it off. There we go. Dispose of that. And now we'll take the outside cover, place it in, make sure you get the bottom end first. The bottom piece has to kind of slide in. There we go. You can see, and then these just push down, starting at the top, working your way around. Make sure you get all the clips in nice and tight. Okay. A little bit of force to get them pushed down in there. Right. Make sure you go all the way around again. It all should be in tight. Nice and tight. The last piece is this piece goes back on, and we'll have to apply a little glue to get that where those pieces broke off. But there we go. Oops, those pieces broke off. And we'll turn it on. There we go.